welcome to you. I'm Hayley Palmer. Really good to have you here with me on the show this evening. Now, you are in for such a special treat. We have got a very lovely guest for you this evening. It's X Factor winner, Sam Bailey. And here is what happened when I caught up with her. Sam Bailey, it is brilliant to have you on the show, and you are in your own pub. I love this.
I am. It was
wow.
Something we decided to do it was just before lockdown. I said I wanted a pub, and then lockdown happened, and we was like, let's order it, let's do it. And then the pub came in 500 slats of wood on the 28th of July. So it's only taken just over a month to do. Yeah.
But so worth it, and I love it. You're even a glass collector, aren't you? You got the.
I am.
You got it all. You got it all.
Glorified glass collector of Eddie's Bar, and I've even started putting a few sneaky little Christmas decorations in without Craig knowing. Oh. So every day, I keep putting more in.
Amazing stuff. Well, it's all round to Sam's. I think that's going to be the best entertainment we've got this year. We're going to kick off. Oh, we're only allowed 6. I know. It's rubbish, but still have a good time.
Yeah.
Now, your first song we're going to play out, Sing My Heart Out. It's just a stunning song, isn't it?
It's a song that I wrote with Ben Adams. Ben Adams is obviously from A1. And I wanted to write a song that was telling people why I did what I did. So the words kind of mean something to me. There's a music video for this song, which obviously has got my children in it. And it's even got my mum in the choir singing rather badly in the choir. She was muted, by the way. Let's just point this out. She's never going to watch this. Don't worry.
Oh, Sam's mum, we're going to track you down.
I love you, Mum. Yeah, but it's a great song. On the show, a lot of the time, it was like I kept on hearing it. People saying to me, "Okay, sing your heart out, sing your heart out," and that's exactly what I did. So I wrote a song about it, and this is "Sing My Heart Out."
It is just beautiful. We'll see you after this.
Never been an easy ride. Been struggling all my life, but you can't turn back. Just one last chance to give it all. Running down an open road. Where I'm headed, I don't know. I gotta hold tight. The time is right. I'm going in alone. I can't face you now and express myself. I'll tell you how. I just sing my heart out. I can feel the weight just lifting, as if there's no one out there listening. Wanna sing my heart out when I can't get myself together. It's the only thing that makes it better. I sing my heart out. I turn around to face the light. All of my frustrations slide. I'm reminded that it's all about a better life. Yeah, I will face you now and express myself. I'll show you how. I'm gonna sing my heart out. I can feel the weight just lifting, as if there's no one out there listening. Wanna sing my heart out so I can get myself together. It's the only thing that makes it better. Sing my heart out. Whenever I felt so low, I used my voice to say so. Whenever life gets me down, I wanna say it out loud. I sing my heart out. I can feel the weight just lifting, as if there's no one out there listening. I'm gonna sing
rewind, because we all famously know that you were a prison officer, and obviously your life must have just changed so much.
Yeah, I mean, I never wanted to be a prison officer when I was younger. I just kind of fell into that job. Literally walked into Asda, came out with an application form because there was a recruitment drive in the lobby.
Oh.
And my neighbour was a prison officer, and I did it for like 3 years, I think, and it kind of prepared me for being in the public eye, because to be a prison officer you have to be relatively thick-skinned. So in order to be on the X Factor, you have to be the same, because you're going to get scrutinised, criticised. So you have to be able to take the flack, basically, and that's exactly the help I needed. So, you know, no regrets. I loved my job as a prison officer, and it's because of that I'm here today. So.
Yeah, exactly. I think I need to toughen up a little bit, Sam. Yeah,
well,
I need some tips off you.
I think do you know what? I think everybody's doing so well. I think people need to sort of take a long, hard look at themselves and realise how well they're coping. So, because there's so many people that are not coping at the moment, and I think it's so important to look at how you're doing. Look, this is something that's quite powerful that's going on at the moment, and we're all doing okay. So. I think that's amazing.
I think you're right. Yeah, I don't think anyone really prepared us for this. So actually, in our own little way,
we are doing all right. We're doing okay. Yeah. So I'm positive Pete. I'm not negative Norman.
Well, we like that positive Pete. And your next song, Genesis, Throwing It All Away. Why have you picked this song for us, Sam?
Okay, so anybody that knows me knows that knows me personally knows that I'm a drummer. I come from a drummer background. My dad was a drummer. My brother was a drummer. So drums are in my life, in my family. And I grew up on Phil Collins. Phil Collins was pretty much living in my living room from an early age, coming through my speakers. And I'm currently working for the Little Dreams Foundation, which is a charity to help young talent in any field to fulfill their dreams and stuff. So this song, every time I hear this song, I don't just hear the song, I hear people talking over the top of the music. I get taken straight back into my living room as a kid.
Wow.
And my dad having his friends round and playing bongos and guitars, and music has always been a bit of part of my life. But sit in the car with this song, my youngest, who's just turned 6, she sings this song in the car, and she loves all the oohs and the ahs in it. And it's just like her little favourite song, but she has no idea the relevance of this song in my life, but she loves it. And she's like, can we play the ooh, ooh song? So she knows what it is. It's like, ooh, ooh. And she sort of sings it in the car. But for have her sing that song, she's not listening to songs that are like up and coming. She's listening to my generation of songs that mean so much to me. And in turn, that does mean so much to me. So, it's my favourite song. Whenever I need to have a little smile, then this is the song that I'll be singing.
Oh, well, it's definitely going to make us smile here on the show too. Here it is from 1987. We'll see you after. Now, Sam, I'm loving the Cuppa Crew, the lives that you do. Just brilliant. It's daily, isn't it, that you do these?
Yeah, so when we went into lockdown, obviously I've got 3 dogs, and they have to go out in the morning. So none of us can have a lay-in till 11 o'clock, because we'd come downstairs and there'd be mess that I don't care to talk about on TV. So someone has to go downstairs and let the dogs out. So this was me every morning, because my body clock wakes me up. So once I'm awake, I don't know about you, but I can't go back to sleep once I'm awake.
Yeah.
Unless I'm absolutely shattered, I can't go back to sleep. So I was downstairs on my own every morning, watching the news. It's got all these figures and facts and everything on the news, and I was bored of it. So I was like, I'm going to go live. So I went on Facebook, started going live, started off with like 400 something views on live. And then I went live the next day. Bearing in mind, I'm wearing a dressing gown with pyjamas underneath, Stranger Things pyjamas, standard. And then like no bra, hair tied up, literally really messy. I look like Madame Thénardier from Les Mis. That's the only way I could describe myself that time in the morning. And I didn't care. And I'd just go on with a cup of coffee and just sit there and chat to people. And then I did it the next day. Then I did it the next day, and it became like a regular occurrence. And the more I did it, the more I was getting people on there. And after about 2 weeks, it went up to like 1,400 people that was watching me in the morning.
Wow.
And bearing in mind, I was in the garden. Like I said, I've got 3 dogs, with a shovel, cleaning up dog poo, making a cup of tea. Then Miley had come down and get breakfast. It was almost like breakfast with the Baileys every day. And it was just me and Miley because no one else was up. And then I was like, right, I'm going to set up a Facebook group. Someone suggested it. I set it up, and within a couple of weeks, it's now got like 6,500 people on there, and people go live on it. And then I do a live every day. I've not missed one. I think I missed one when I was ill one day. But I've done a live every morning, and they've lasted anything from half an hour to an hour and a half in the morning. Then sometimes I'll go live when I'm out at a supermarket or when I've been doing essential shopping, and then, you know, done a live or whatever, and people just go straight on. And within minutes, I've got like nearly 2,000 people watching me, like in a supermarket. So it's almost like they've become a part of my life, not I've become a part of theirs. And then on the weekend, I do a live in the loft. So I've got like a music studio in my loft, and I do a concert, and that concert, people come and watch it, and they put comments on, and it's such a great thing. And people say, can you sing this song? And I go, yeah, all right then, straight on, sing the song. And it's brilliant. And then Mondays, I do a Monday giveaway. So whatever I've spoke about in the week, or something's happened, like for example, these lights, these are battery lights. Now, these are so nice in here of a night time. They're really nice. So I bought them for the pub, and then everyone was saying, oh my gosh, where are they from? So I did them on a Monday giveaway. So for 2 weeks, I bought these for a Cuppa Crew member that answered a question, right? And also I've got autobiography as well. So I sign them and send them out in like a Monday giveaway. I've done a half an hour coffee chat over Zoom with somebody as one of the prizes. Some people might go, oh, it's a bit of a crap prize. But for me, it's like for these people that are in the Cuppa Crew, there are people in there that generally think I'm the best thing since sliced bread, but I'm not doing anything different than what I normally do. I just feel like I'm having a good old chinwag every day, wearing no bra and just being me. Like for the whole of lockdown, I didn't wear a bra. Like, you're lucky I'm wearing one now. Let's just point that out. So, but
just to confirm, she is wearing a bra today.
Wearing a bra, but if I wasn't, it'd be all right. I'd be like keeping my ankles warm and stuff, so it's fine. Can tuck them in my socks, me.
No, but I think it's just brilliant, Sam, because I think you're so relatable, and I think especially in lockdown, you feel like this pressure to be kind of something you're not. But actually, I mean, if you saw me yesterday, I was there, Sam, eating 2 packets of Doritos in my dressing gown. It wasn't a good look, but actually, you know, that's what life's all about, isn't it?
I'm not the sort of person that will get up in the morning and can't go on a live without having a face full of makeup on. Like, you're lucky I've got a little bit of face makeup on now, but as a rule, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, I talk to people, and to be fair, there's a lot of people out there that through this whole pandemic are alone, and the Cuppa Crew, and I'm not just blowing smoke out of my own bottom, but the Cuppa Crew has really brought people together, and there's people that were at rock bottom that have now got lifelong friends, and that there's people that will go live on their own Facebook that wouldn't even say boo to a goose, like wouldn't even talk to anyone, had no social skills whatsoever, is now going live. Or someone will say, I'm having a bad day today, I'm struggling. And about 150 people will jump on the comments and say, don't worry about it, we got your back. We'll have a laugh. Make sure you come on this. And people have been meeting up for coffee, social distancing. And it's so amazing to see. And I don't feel like I've just created that on my own. I feel like a whole collective of people have, because there's so many supportive people out there. And I'm very, very proud of every member of the Bailey Cuppa Crew. And there's still room for more people to go on there. So if you're on your own and you're like feeling a bit lonely, and I've even sort of asked people to find a buddy up system for Christmas. So if you're feeling alone at Christmas, you've got Wi-Fi, then you can get your phone, you can put your phone at the table, and you can have Christmas dinner with somebody on like a live, so that everybody feels like they're not alone, and you can all just sit there and chat and have a buddy system. I just think it's so important to do this. So if there's anybody out there that is alone, this is the perfect place for you, because there's just so many nice, like-minded people that love a coffee, love a cup of tea, and love cake. I mean, I don't know who they are.
Me too.
I don't like cake. I just like
That's my
cabbage, cauliflower, carrots, and couscous. I don't eat anything like that.
Well, I just think it's absolutely brilliant, Sam. And we're going to put details on the screen below of how you can join that. I know I'm definitely, for one, I want to be in this because, you know, like we said before, lockdown has been a hard time for all of us. Yeah. And I just think what you're doing is just fantastic. So we will definitely be joining that. Yeah. And now your next song, Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer. Why the song?
So, again, Peter Gabriel was a part of Genesis. So the early days of Genesis, Peter Gabriel was a part of it. And he's an amazing man. And this particular video of this particular song is iconic. It's such an iconic video, and I play the drums, and I'm hoping to play the drums to this track on my next tour. So I'm hoping to do like a female version of this song and get behind the kit. So a little bit of an exclusive there. Sam will be playing the drums on her next tour. I'm hoping to put a show together that's inspired by rock music. People always telling me that I've got a rocky kind of voice, and I want to include songs that are inspirational to me, or a part of my youth, or a part of me growing up. And this is one of the songs that is definitely going to be on the tour, but in a female key. Let's just point that one out. a bit higher and a bit more like raspier for my sort of Bonnie Tyler meets Peter Gabriel kind of stuff. So it'll be wicked.
Just brilliant. Well, you heard it here first, and we will see you after this iconic video. Like we just said, it really is brilliant. See you soon. We've got a question from one of our viewers, Millie. She wants to know, what's the funniest thing that has happened on stage?
Or backstage, or on stage?
Or backstage. Okay. Or backstage.
So during the X Factor, I had a beautiful dress on, this long gown, and I was backstage, and it was when they did Caroline Flack, bless her, was backstage doing some interviews and stuff backstage with the contestants in between acts going on. And then she'd this was like a new thing that they tried our year, and they had like a holding area, and it was freezing cold, so we didn't have to wait in there, we had to wait in the makeup room. And I'm sat chilling in the makeup room, and someone came running in and said, "Sam, you're with Caroline in like 30 seconds. We need to rush you to the other side of the stage." But I went underneath the bleachers. So where all the audience is set, we had to go underneath. And I've got someone pushing me from behind, someone in front of me leading the way. And I'm running and running, running. And my dress got caught on a bit of scaffolding. And it went, bearing in mind, I'm next up to sing. Okay. So I'm performing next, and it went like that and completely ripped a massive hole in my dress. And we had went through, had the interview, but the camera was literally there, because underneath there was like two women stitching me up, literally like this. It was so quick, literally, as I'm having a conversation with Caroline, there was two people like literally on the floor sewing me up.
That is show business. Love it. Like, that is so at the time show business and true professional.
It wasn't I bet it wasn't. At the time, but afterwards we were literally rolling about laughing because it was just so crazy. So crazy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, well, you did it. You made it through. You made it through, Sam.
I did made it through. Yeah.
And speaking of which, the next song, The Show Must Go On by Queen.
Got to be done.
Why this song?
And I think it's quite poignant at the moment, because as performers, and the reason I kind of chose this song is because I think everybody needs entertainment in their life, and people need performances. People need to be entertained. And because of the coronavirus, everybody, all entertainers have kind of stopped what they're doing, or being told that they can't do what they're doing. And there's ways around it, but it's like, as performers, we need the show to go on, because I think the world needs entertainment, the world needs music, the world needs musicals and shows and concerts. But unfortunately, we can't do that at the moment. And I'm got my hands up to everybody that's fighting hard to get the entertainment industry back on its feet again. And that means as well by people adhering to the rules and regulations, because without those people that are adhering to the rules and regulations, things won't creep back in again. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that's wearing a mask, that's washing their hands, that's doing as they're told, so that we can get the industry back where it should be. You know, I was supposed to be in the West End, in my first ever musical in the West End right now, and that's not happening. So the sooner that people start adhering to things and, you know, people start to be positive about stuff, then we can start getting back on our feet again as entertainers and going out there. So I chose this song because we want the show to go on. We want it to carry on going. Really, and it's such a powerful song, and I love Queen anyway. So, yeah, totally agree with that, Sam. Here we go. The Show Must Go On, Queen from 1991. Now, Sam, let's talk about you, the moment you won X Factor, because I've no idea how you cope, because I was an absolute nervous wreck. You standing there next to Nicholas, Sharon, and it takes ages, doesn't it, for Dermot to actually announce that you are the winner. That's no exaggeration either, because it is the longest pause, and he's very good at it. He's very good with his timing, he's Dermot, and that particular one, in my head, all I kept on hearing was Nikki, 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 really? Nikki, all the way through that. And it was just ages. And I had like nail marks on my hand where Sharon had gripped me. I was like, oh my God, you're going to break my wrist. They're quite long nails as well. Yeah, I was like, ow, ow. But I couldn't feel it till afterwards. And then you could just see these nail marks in me. She was wonderful. Wow. Like, she really deserved that. She needed that. You know, she dropped to her knees. She was just literally like, so surprised. She gave me a lovely present as well. Oh, did she? Yeah, you're going to like this. I got, wait for it, a Louis Vuitton suitcase and a Louis Vuitton handbag and a Louis Vuitton purse when I won from Sharon. Just casual, in the dressing room. Just casual. It's not from Turkey. Let's just point out, it wasn't from Turkey. It's the real deal. It's the real deal. And the funny thing is, lovely though. It's an amazing suitcase, but I'm so frightened to take it anywhere. You know, if you go on a plane and they say, sorry, that's too big to go on the plane, you have to put it in the hold. I'd be like, probably for Ryanair. I'm going then. See you, bye. I'm not putting this in the hold. Oh, yeah. And can you imagine if they lost your luggage as well? I mean, it would be a nightmare. So I don't really take it anywhere. Show. It sort of stays in my room as a bit of an ornament sort of thing, so... Yeah, you can only see it if you go in my bedroom. So apart from the kids and the dogs and Craig, no one else really knows I've got it, to be fair. So would you, just to let everyone know, she's got the real luggage. It's all good. It's all good when she goes away. She's got a Louis. Eye on it. She's 15. She'll be. Oh, I bet she has. She'll be trying to nab that before it's too long. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, your next song, Sam, I was listening to this earlier and I love to sing this full blast. I am tone deaf, just to point that out. How am I supposed to live without you? Michael Bolton. Why this song? Wow. So I've been listening to Michael Bolton for years and years and years. I was in a band from 2000 to 2009 and I went for a big Michael Bolton phase. And I had a mini disc player in the back of the van. I'd be listening to Michael Bolton like all the time, a little bit obsessed with his voice. But when you look back, I never thought in a million years that I would be saying that I've done the London Palladium with him. I've recorded with him twice. We've performed at the NTAs together. I've performed on his tour twice. And he's like somebody that I say that I've got in my phone and I can text and say, hey up mate, how you doing? But I don't call him Michael, I call him Bolts. I'm the only person in the world that can call him Bolts. I call him the Boltmeister. I was going to say. Yeah. And I'm the only one. Only you could get away with that, Sam. Exactly, I'm the only one. I'm like, hey up Bolts, how you doing? Like sort of thing. And he's quite sort of, he's got like a little cheeky grin on his face when I talk to him, because I think I'm the only person that could probably get away with that. But I think so. He was my mentor. Like, I know I had Sharon, and Sharon was toing and froing from LA when I was on the show, but Michael was with me for the whole journey, giving me advice, texting me, emailing me, talking to me on Twitter. And I generally have so much respect for the man. But he's still going strong, and he's still got it, you know. He's still got it with the ladies. The ladies are throwing their underwear at him and everything. It's like he's still got it, even without the mullet. You know, he's still got it. He's such a nice...
We like a bit of Michael Bolton on this show. We're going to have a little look at the video. Number 3 in 1990. Check this out. Oh, Sam, your last song choice. Yours If You Want It by Rascal Flatts. Why this song?
So this is a very, very special song for me. It was written by an amazing guy called Andrew Dorff, who is the brother of Stephen Dorff, the Hollywood actor Stephen Dorff.
Oh.
And he sadly passed away in 2016 from a tragic accident. He drowned. But he was a songwriter. He's written songs for so many big names, Blake Shelton, George Strait. He's literally written for the biggest, the creme de la creme. He's a big country writer. His dad is Steve Dorff, who's written songs for Kenny Rogers, Barbra Streisand, Whitney Houston. So he comes from a very, very strong background. And Steve Dorff actually produced my second album, some of the songs on there. So I've got such a strong bond with Steve. And when Andrew died, I was out in Nashville, went out to visit in LA and stuff, and I was there. I feel like I was there for not long after the journey of when it happened, and I never got to meet Andrew. And then this song came out, and it came out literally about 6 months after he died, and it got to number 1, and it was a massive, massive country hit in America. And it's just an amazing song. But I remember that journey home on that flight after going and staying at the family's house. I remember crying for pretty much the whole journey back and listening to this song.
Yeah.
And Andrew wore glasses all the time. He had like hundreds of different framed glasses. And Steve gave me a pair of his glasses and said, I want you to see through my son's eyes. And so I had my prescription put in these glasses, and I've held on to that, and I listen to all his music. And I don't want to put a downer on it, but this guy is so talented, and there's still thousands and thousands of songs that he's written that Universal are sending out to all these different artists as we speak, and his music is going to live on. And this is one of my favourite songs. Favourite songs. I love it. And the video is brilliant. Ooh. The video is really brilliant. You might recognise a few people in it as well, so it's really cool.
Ooh. Okay, we're going to play out that song to everyone at home now. But before you go, we just want to say to everyone, Cuppa Crew, that's first on our list. We're all going to join that. We can't wait for that. The Bailey's Cuppa Crew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Secondly, shout out to Carla Williams, who's a mutual friend of Sam and I's. We love you, Carla.
I love
And thirdly,
Carla.
Leicester Football Club.
I know what's going on. This is the reason that Craig was literally having a few bevies in this pub last night. So 5-2 Leicester Man City. Yay.
Hey. Well, it
having
has...
a party. Yeah.
Sam, I could talk to you all day. Thank you so much.
Thank you
really are one in a million. And we loved coming to your pub. Just fantastic. Thank you so much. It's Sam Bailey, everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, big thank you to Sam Bailey. Just wonderful to have her on the show with us today, and had a good old chat, put the world to rights, and hear some of her favourite song choices. Just fantastic. And a huge thank you to you at home for joining me and supporting the show. It really is appreciated. Thank you. Now, I will see you same time, same place next week.